Wonderful. Good morning, dear viewers. Welcome to Lumen this day on Lumen TV, channel 101 on Top Star. But we're also live on YouTube and on Facebook. And therefore, we welcome you to this special edition, especially after the long weekend. I know some people indeed had a deserved rest and had to see what was going on at the Agriculture and Commercial Show, the 97th Agriculture and Commercial Show. Vincent, I heard our director saying next time we have to be there.
Oh, that would be good.
Okay.
Good morning, viewers.
So, as you've already seen, dear viewers, you are with me, Sydney Mwamainda, and of course, Vincent Piri. And today we have stories. First time since the stories or the started happening at ZAMSA. We are talking about ZAMSA today, and also, of course, we have a story that has been running from the 5th of June to today, and that is the issue of the funeral of the late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. But we also have stories that don't seem to be leaving Zambia, of workers crying for terminal benefits, and in this case, taking the government to the courts and demanding a sum of 25 million kwacha. We also have something on sports. So, dear viewers, welcome, and indeed participate with text messages and even phone calls on the numbers that on the screen on these stories that we have today. Vincent, let's begin with the issue of ZAMSA. So the headline is ZAMSA begins safe disposal of over 500 tons of expired medicines. The Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, have launched an operation to dispose of over 500 tons of expired medicines accumulated between January 2023 and December 2024.
It also says the agency says the disposal exercise is being conducted in full compliance with national regulations and environmental standards with the aim of safeguarding public health, protecting the environment, and preserving the integrity of the national medical supply chain.
Yes, so Vincent, before you come in, you may be quite an interested part in this matter, just as any other Zambian, because issues of health are very delicate, and everyone is interested because we don't choose to forsake. But let's get more details about this story and know how much these drugs that are going to, or these medicines that are going to be disposed of are worthy. So the expired stock currently valued at approximately 129 million includes products that expired due to changes in treatment guidelines and the receipt of short shelf life medical donations. That's a huge amount, 129 million kwacha, gobbled from our meager budget. And when you go around, you hear people go to hospitals, to clinics, they are given prescriptions, no drugs. Of course, we are rushing to drugs, but when they talk of medical supplies, it may involve a lot of things. But I'm sure none of those items were not required by any hospital. And you wonder why they were not taken to where they were needed the most.
Sydney, it's hard. We've gone to government clinics, hospitals, and you are told there are no medicine. They give you a prescription to go and buy medicine from the pharmacist and so on. So I think, like you said, Sydney, why were they keeping the medicine, waiting for it to expire, and then only to say now we are going to dispose of them? So for me, I think it doesn't really make sense.
Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense, Vincent, especially that ZAMSA is one institution that has been wrapped in all sorts of controversy, corruption issues, stinking in there, and then issues of pufferage of drugs also in there. And then now we hear on top of that, the people who are there, again, we are not distributing these drugs. Even if they say, for me, even if they say it is due to a change in treatment, safe guideline, public health issues, I think even at that time, even before the change came in, there were some people who needed this. And we also read of expiry of dates, obviously. But why? The question, why should medical supplies go to a waste when there are people needing these items? It's sad.
It is sad.
And okay, yes, we delved into it maybe much quicker, but let's cut to ZAMSA and hear what obviously Mr. Chingobe says about this.
The Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, has commenced the systematic and environmental friendly of the disposal of the expired drugs that have accumulated from 2023 to December 2024. These expired drugs are valued at 129 million kwacha, and this is because we have not disposed of the drugs from 2023 to 2024. We are thankful to the Global Fund that has played a pivotal role in financing this process. The process of disposal begins with a pre-inspection from all the key stakeholders, that is ZAMRA, ZEMA, and the Lusaka City Council, that do a pre-inspection to verify if the drugs are truly expired. Once that is done, the drugs are then shipped to the warehouse, which belongs to Clear Friends Waste Management Company, and this is a company that has been contracted to do the disposal. So far, we've disposed 100 tons, and we expect to offload at least not less than 500 tons. As ZAMSA, we are going to publicize and invite all relevant stakeholders at the incineration or destroying of these expiring drugs, which we expect to happen in the next 3 months.
There are, dear viewers, ZAMSA Senior Manager for Corporate Communications, Bladley Chingobe, who is indeed making some clarity on the issue that we started with, which is not different from what we've said. And Vincent, for me, I still stand that why, and actually we are saying medical supplies, thinking there are other issues, but from his own mouth, he mentions actually drugs. So Zambia, our hospitals are short of drugs, and then drugs are going to a waste. And you're talking of issues of according to council regulation, environment, what and what. It doesn't hold water for me.
It doesn't, Sydney. It doesn't. If you look at the dates again, 2023 to 2024, this is just a period of 1 year. I think if they were serious, all the drugs were going to be distributed, because the same period, a lot of people went to the hospitals and were told there are no drugs, there are no Panadols, there are no, most of, maybe even the drugs that they are talking about. But they were keeping them, and now they've expired. They're interested, they are more interested in disposing them off. And look at how the amount of money that we are spending, 129 million, a lot of money, which they can even build a block of classes, some blocks of classes, and help other people.
Even a rural health center, we've seen in some of the rural parts of Zambia where you go, you just find something which looks like a house, and then you are told, oh, this is a rural health center. And then think of that place, do they have drugs? And even within the same period, of course, the many people who've died for lack of medicines. And today we are going to waste to throw away all these drugs. and then you want Trump to be lenient on you. Can he?
That's a topic for another day.
It's a topic for another day, Vincent. Let's move to the next story.
The next story, the Pretoria High Court, of course, this is the story that we've been talking about, started in June, 5th June, and today is 5th August, Sydney. So we are talking about exactly 3 months.
Is it 3 months?
Yes,
June, July,
August. Yeah, so we are talking about exactly...
you and me don't seem to be good in calculations. 2 months.
Okay.
Yes.
Call it whatever it is.
That's why they say fathers are not good at even knowing the
years
of their children.
How old is your child? Especially if there are months involved. Then so it's 1 year and whatever. Yeah. So we have this story of Edgar Lungu. The Pretoria High Court prepared judgment in the Edgar Lungu burial case. The Zambian government says it will respect the outcome of the case.
So whatever it means, I'm sure it, when we talk of the Zambian government, of course, the man representing the Zambian government is the Attorney General.
The Attorney General.
Yeah, Mr. Kabesha. And you know, with lawyers, whatever it means, we respect, because me as a lay person will say, we respect. It means whatever they will say, we'll say, okay, now let's forget about everything. Let's go on with that judgment. But with lawyers, you hear, no, what I meant was, when they give a judgment, then next we'll have to look at it and then we'll decide the way forward. Yeah, however, the 3 judges who heard the case yesterday announced that judgment in the public interest case will be rendered any day before Friday this week. And after the hearing of the case yesterday, Zambia's Attorney General Mulilo Kabesha told journalists that the state will respect the outcome, as you already said, Vincent. In a case, he seeks repatriation of Mr. Lungu's body to Lusaka for burial. Yeah, so this was the talk of the town yesterday. Of course, the court hearing was being streamed, and a lot of people were following, and a lot of people had their own views. I saw people saying, no, this lawyer didn't represent us well. No, this was being bent to suit the South African the law, the like. But I think as Zambians, Vincent, me as a person, and I'm sure even many others, what is happening is not good. It's a huge dent on Zambia. I've heard people who have privileged to have friends outside the country. They've also been complaining that people are teasing us, people are mocking us. Zambians, what do you want to do with the body of the president, or what are you doing with it? Why are you not burying? All these questions. But for me, it takes two to tango, the family and the government. People have always said that these people need to find an amicable agreement somewhere. And the talk has always been that can we come back to Zambia, bury the president, and then if there are issues, as we always do, it's a Zambian tradition, there's always somebody and then we talk about this. But it's not happening. And for me, burying the president in South Africa, the late president in South Africa, doesn't do Zambia any good. Not any other person. Not, I don't know, but just burying him there. Because, you know, the thing is, even if President Edgar Lungu, may his soul rest in peace, even if he was buried in South Africa, one day, the wishes of the family is that one day they will resume the body and bring it here. But why do that? And the other issue is that the president of Zambia is not supposed to attend the funeral. I'll go back to the words of the Archbishop of Kasama, His Grace Ignatius Chama, who said the funeral of an elderly person should unite us, should bring us together.
Yeah.
Should bring us together, and it should not divide us. And what we are doing in all these, during all this period, is actually nothing but division.
Yeah.
And perpetuating of hatred between people. We, of course, no one desired that the former president dies, but with his death, we needed to be looking at reconciling the nation, reconciling the people. See, everyone is sorrowful, everyone empathizes when something bad happens to another person. That is a proper human being. Human beings, that's the way we behave. We empathize, we feel sorry. Of course, the gravity of the pain is central to the family, but we feel that too. And if you had done anything wrong to your friend and is gone, you begin to think, to introspect. No, that was wrong, that was wrong. But in this case now, instead of coming together and each one of us sitting quietly thinking, how did I behave, how did I do my things and everything, this one is gone and the like, we are now making people to begin to justify issues. You see, you hear, no, when they were in opposition, this is what was happening, justify. Even you, when they left government, this is what people are justifying, but all that is not supposed to be there.
Yeah. It's sad, Sydney. Yeah. For me, Sydney, I don't see any reason why. For me, I think it's okay whether they bury here or in South Africa.
Okay.
What is important is that
they've buried.
This situation is gone. At the end of the day, we forget about it because it has been there. And
now, Vincent, don't you realize that when they bury there, the enmity will continue even more? That's my thinking. The enmity between, of course, the family of the late president and the current government, and also the current government and the PF, before even talking about the Tonsa Alliance. This enmity will continue, and how are we going to heal it going forward? You see? And for me, it is the same thing, even when the body is repatriated to Zambia, and then some people are told they shouldn't attend the funeral. That enmity will still continue. So at what point are we going to bring reconciliation? That's my question. So if at this particular time when the boy is still in our hands, to use football language, sorry on a topic that is sensitive, when it is still in our hands, we have it within ourselves. You see, even in the family, when we have issues, people can quarrel. But at some point, you find common grounds. You just sit down and say, okay, let's forget about this. What we have is this. Let us bury. And people will say, no, this is not the way you behave. This is not the way you do things, and the like. So from now on, let us walk in this direction. I think it's important. That will be the best way to do it if we can bury in Zambia. But now looking at the way things are now, because we are talking about months, and we don't know what judgment will come next. And for me, any of the outcome is okay, because if burying in Zambia brings problems and burying in South Africa still bring problems, then look for a lesser problem.
Yeah, let them bury wherever it is, because I think it's not really the first time that we've seen a former president being buried outside the country.
For Zambia, it will be the first time.
For Zambia, it will be the first time, but
in other countries,
Congo, Zaire, then Mobutu Sese Seko.
So we'll be sending people to those countries to say, okay, since you buried outside the country, we are also burying outside the country. Now help us. How did you work it out thereafter?
Yeah, maybe that's what should happen. But
so we'll be working with the wound.
Yeah, we'll be working with the wound because of because of our own doing, so to say. Yeah, because I think we had the chance to rectify things, and we had the chance even before the funeral happened to have laws in place that that people can follow. If you say a president dies, this is what happens. Like what is happening in Tanzania. In Tanzania, if a president dies, we know they know even the finances and so on, how much is involved when they will bury and so on. So these are some of the things that we should have maybe done, should have been done long before, so that we don't have this kind of a situation which we are finding ourselves in.
So I think with this case, Vincent, maybe what you are saying is we are going to learn from a very painful experience. We didn't want to learn when things were happening. Would maybe ignore and say, no, Kaidi Zambia, we are a Christian nation, we meet on the 18th of, is it 18th of October,
yes.
We pray and then we didn't know that actually we are hypocrites. Yeah, because this is what this case is showing.
Yes.
And when people say, look, the nation is not supposed to be Christian, it is the people who are supposed to be Christians. We argue and we call each other names. But this is what it is showing, that it is the country which is a Christian and not the people. And people have always said that people need to be Christian. And in Zambia we have many of us hypocrites, pretenders. You see, and this is what happens. People walk, but they are pretenders. You see, they're acting. You see, and this is what is happening. This is a case in point for me. Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad. I hope that we can learn to stop being pretenders, to stop being hypocrites. Yeah. This is what is happening. Sad. Let's move. In the interest of time, Vincent, already it's running out. I think these are delicate issues. Dear viewers, you can make your views also on these matters that we are discussing here. Let's move to the issue of the 30 general workers who have sued government over terminal benefits, and they are demanding 25 million kwacha. The 30 general workers who took part in the construction of government complex have dragged the state to the High Court demanding a payment of 25 million, being terminal benefits, salary arrears, and accrued interest due to them. Charles Mumba and 29 others also want damages for breach of contract and interest on the sum found due to them. The 30 have cited the Attorney General as the defendant in the matter. According to a statement of claim filed in Lusaka High Court, Principal Registry Mumba stated that he was, together with 29 others, declared redundant in 2017. Backlog of issues.
Backlog of issues, Sydney. Maybe the continuation of hypocrisy.
Exactly. I like it. Because I hate hypocrisy.
Yeah, the continuation.
With all my heart.
Yes. These people, of course, they signed contracts and so on, and they knew exactly what they are going to get, and that's why they are able to come up with the figures that they want. They are talking about 25 million that they are being owed. And look, these are people that worked, and it is something that we're able to see, the government complex.
And every government has been using it.
Yes.
And some of the conference rooms there, they even hired out.
Yes.
And they make money.
They are making money, but the people who toiled and worked, day and night, promised, and up to now, this was the
2017.
Yeah, 2017 up to now. In 2017, of course, it was a different government that was there.
That's why I said backlog of issues.
Yes. Now there's a different government still.
It's the same government. At the members say piana nama.
Yes.
So now it is this government being taken. And they have to go to court. Yeah.
They have to go to court because of things that
and
happened.
Probably pay these people.
Yes.
Because this 25 million, the Zambian kwacha, Zambian kwacha, we know what happens to it.
Yeah.
It's not like the US dollar.
Yeah.
Which at least stays afloat.
Maintains, yes. Yeah. For our kwacha, it does
get change now.
It has devalued to a certain extent where whatever they are going to get is not what really they wanted. But again, what people should also realize that it's not only this, Sydney. It's not only this. Last time we were talking about, is it UBZ? On this set, we're talking about UBZ. There are quite a lot. I think a few textiles, what. There are a lot that are being owed, and the hypocrisy continues, Sydney. And
there are even others from Zambia Railways.
Yes. Yeah, and for some, like the UBZ one, it was, I can't remember the last time we saw UBZ, Sydney. I was very young. I was very young. And for the people that really worked, I'm sure most of them are not even there.
So we need justice in all these areas.
Yeah, we need justice.
We need to clean up, not only clean up where our interest is, but everywhere. Yeah. So even these people that are running into office, wanting to become leaders and so on, these are some of the things that they should look at. When I get into that position, I should look at clearing all these problems that were done by other governments. Yes, so that when they are there and people say no, we need our money, they should not look at no, it's that other government, the previous one or the other one. They should embrace it as their own problem. Yes. Yeah. Vincent, I'm being signaled that we have 3 minutes. The Zambian Premier League hosted its inaugural Women's Football Awards Gala in Lusaka on Saturday night to celebrate the best performers of the 2024-2025 Eden University Women's League season. Just pick one or two of those and then we conclude.
Yeah, I think it's a good initiative, first of its kind for that matter. Women's football having the award ceremony. And Zesco United emerged as one of the team that contributed a lot. They got a lot of awards. The player of the season, Penelope Mulubwa, got the player of the season and also the golden boot. She scored 35 goals in a season. How I wish that was what we get even for the men's team. We could be talking about goals. 35 goals in a season.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it remains a wish.
Yeah, it remains a wish for the men's team.
But Vincent, let me, sorry to cut you short. There's something I'm seeing here which is interesting and makes me feel, I think these awards were well given to the right people. Yes, I follow football, yes, when I have time, but I used to hear the name Messi Chipasula. Yeah. And I think being given an award of Young Player of the Season, I think well deserved, because everyone was talking about it. I know some man in the Copper Belt would always write on the Facebook, Chipasula, Leva Pasula, something like that. But also another player I can't miss, a fans player of the season, Evren Susan Katongo. You know,
we had a heated debate here. With a colleague when we were talking about
talking of Uria,
yes,
or Mr. Mvula.
No, Uria. Yeah, he had other ideas about
the fans player of the season.
About the fans player of the season.
Oh no. It is different, Susan Katongo.
Yeah, and his argument is that Susan Katongo, this last season, she didn't play so many games as compared to other players.
It's okay, and but she won it already.
She won it because she's a popular player and not really what she did on the field of play.
She's been doing it season after season. This is the argument that used to be there between look, when Messi in the football, men's football, European football, Messi and Ronaldo, every time they would win it, people say, no, there's this one who scored these goals. but this one has been a performer through and through. And you find Messi has gotten it. There are times when people question, where is he coming from? Van Dijk needed to get it. They've stolen it from Van Dijk. How come they've given Ronaldo?
Yeah.
He's a performer.
Yeah.
This one is one season.
No. Because the award are based on a season. Yes. So his argument is actually valid for me. Yeah, based on a season, and the season that she got the award, she didn't play many games as compared to others.
Many games, yes, but the few games that she played, she entertained the fans.
No,
she had
a very good season.
So you said my colleague had a heated debate. Then you were also on the side of the same colleague. Dear viewers, thank you very much for having followed us, and this is where we come to the end with today's edition. Join us again on Thursday, and thank you for today. Bye for now.